So this is Wilbur. If you don't know Wilbur, now you do. Wilbur, everybody, Wilbur. So my terrarium, the store display terrarium that is supposed to be completed February-ish, we're now in the middle of April. So I have to dedicate some time. We've just been so stinking busy. I haven't really put forth much time with this, and I got to do it. I have to put some time into here. So this is going to have like a paludarium area to it, an aquatic. So this is a piece of glass that I just cut at home that I had lying around from an old terrarium project. But it's a little shallow. I want the water dam to really be as high as I can get it. So probably, if that'll stay. So you can see here, this is only half. So I'm going to cut a piece of glass into two and just span it, rather than get a piece of glass that's another inch long. I'll just make two and kind of silicone them together. This is all going to be covered up anyway, so it doesn't really, looks aren't that important. And I'll run some silicone over the edge since I don't have my sander with me either. So yeah, let's go cut some glass. All right, so cutting glass is super easy. Really all you need is a glass cutter. You need a solid surface and then obviously a piece of glass. Usually you should try to cut this as square as possible, that way you get the best breaks possible. But since I don't have any of that here, we're gonna wing it. I'm gonna cut along the tile line. I've eyeballed center. All you really do is, if you look at this is a self-oiling glass cutter. Spend the extra money, get a good glass cutter. Instead of $5, it'll be $20. So this is a self-oiling glass cutter. As you push down, the head will depress, and this is a reservoir that's filled with oil. So you kind of hold it like a pencil, make your score, and then pop it. Really is about it. And of course, I say it's simple and straightforward. And we're going to go to break this, and it's going to shatter into 1,000 pieces. Hopefully not. So you go along the edge, and you just kind of, you're going to strike it down. You want a noise that sounds like maybe frying bacon or something. Just a nice even noise. So we'll get it lined up, push down and pull it down, and then finish it off, go all the way to the end. That's not straight in any way, shape, or form, not even a little bit. So we'll see how this goes, and then just take it down and firmly, hey Eric, can you come put your hand right here, please sir, to hold it. So then you just go like that, and it breaks right along your score line. So that is how you cut some glass. Okay, so this is where the water area is going to be. We're going to have a waterfall or a fountain or a water feature of some sort over in this corner. So you want to separate it, because we're going to have a pump that's going to come around and have flowing water, but you don't want the entire terrarium saturated. So we need to separate this out. And then whenever you're going to silicone something, you want clean surfaces. So we're just going to take some glass cleaner and spray the general area with your cleaner, and then just go ahead and clean that. Hit it with a paper towel for maximum adhesion, one of those two. Nice and clean. And then, working with glass and when you silicone stuff, just in general, it's all about preparation. So try and get everything planned out. I cut a little notch in the foam there so it will steady this, and then I have cans of great stuff that are silicone that I can stack on each side to steady it, keeping it from kicking out like there. But as you can see, I don't want a real large water area. So rather than just divide it here, I'm going to trapezoid it back because I don't really want a lot of water volume. And then I need to clean over here. So something like that. This will probably give me, maybe 5 to 10 gallons, not even 10. This will probably be, I'm going to call it 7 gallons of water volume right here with this whole area, and then up, we'll have probably about 7 gallons. So, we're all prepped, we're ready to go. I'll get a couple pieces or a couple tubes of silicone like so to steady it, and then we're going to run a bead on the piece of glass itself. I would like to have had my good caulking gun, but I didn't, so this is what we got. We'll work with it. And then be generous. Because the last thing you want is a leak. Because if this leaks, then you got to take everything apart, and it is basically a nightmare. Again, I'm not trying to make this pretty in any way, shape, or form. I'm just globbing it on here extremely generously because I don't care what it looks like, because nobody's ever going to see it. So just as much silicone globbing as I can work up here. Do the end. Oh, so this gun is terrible. There we go. A lot on the corner. And that's all around the edge. And we'll slide it into place. Make sure you get it good, because you really only got one shot. As you start to move it all around, you ruin it, basically. Not really, but you just want to get it right the first time. So boom, there you go. And it should stay. What I'm going to do is smooth out this line, make it, you know, try and plug any holes by backfilling it into itself. So you could see that there's like a few gaps in it. You take the excess and you just kind of roll them into that crevice there. And it looks pretty good. Voila. And then if you want, you know, you can add more, which I'm going to over here, because there's just not enough. Camera down. Camera down. Keep on going. So we're going to add more silicone to the edge. Lots of silicone, in fact. There we go. Okay, so then again, smooth this out, not necessarily for the sake of smoothness, but just to, you know, plug the dam, so to speak. Okay, that looks pretty hideous, but it'll get the job done. And then just let it dry. Use 100% silicone. And that, as they say, is that.